Okay. Okay, thank you for joining us. We're doing the Halachot of Tisha Bav, specifically when Tisha Bav falls on Motsei Shabbat, like it does this year on Tashin Pei Aleph 5781. So first of all, for Shabbat Chazon is like a normal Shabbat. We don't do any avilut on Shabbat. We wear Shabbat clothes. We take showers. We brush our teeth, brush our shoes. We wash the house. We cut our nails. We take showers. We have new Shabbat dishes, everything. One difference is that we don't shave. Erev Shabbat, Chazon, no haircuts and no shaving. Why? We want to come Motsei Shabbat a little bit scruffy to Tisha Bav, a little bit more. So, one thing is that dishes on Motsei Shabbat is going to be a little bit of an issue. We're going to talk about it. So it is better to use disposable plastic or paper plates. Also preparing clothes. On Tisha B'Av or Sunday, so usually we like to wake up and wear fresh clothes. So this is not a time for wearing fresh clothes. So what you can do is either prepare on Friday clothes that you want to wear on Tisha B'Av, or just continue wearing the clothes from Friday. So you change to Shabbat clothes, and then Motsei Shabbat, you change from your Shabbat clothes to your Tisha B'Av clothes, which you already wore beforehand. You can either continue wearing the clothes that you wore on Shabbat, or wearing the clothes that you wore on Friday. If you didn't prepare any clothes and your clothes are dirty or something, and you want to wear new clothes, so there's different opinion in Halakha what you can do. If you want to prepare the clothes, according to Rabbi Vadia, you should just continue wearing the old clothes. To prepare clothing, how long do you need to wear it for? As long as it's not fresh. And you know when you wear a freshly crisp shirt, something takes 10, 15 minutes to get into it. Or if you start sweaty, then immediately. After a few minutes, it's already cold, already been worn. On Shabbat itself, you're allowed to learn Torah. On Tisha B'Av, you're not allowed to learn Torah. Okay. Tfilat Mincha, you should do a bit earlier on Shabbat. Why? To do Sudah Shlishit early. This year, there's no Sudat Mafseket. Usually, we do Sudat Mafseket. We eat an egg or lentil soup. We sit on the floor. This year, we don't do that. Why? Because Tisha B'Av already starts.
Can you use Sudah Shlishit as the Sudah Mafseket?
No. So I'm going to speak about that. Sudah Shlishit is your last meal. But Sudah Shlishit cannot be eaten an egg or ashes. No, there's no minhagim of Tisha B'Av or Abelut at all on Shabbat. Sudah Shlishit, you drink wine, you eat meat, you eat the best food on Sudah Shlishit. Kisudat Shlomo HaMelech B'Sha'ato. That is until the Zman of Shkia, until the time of Shkia. You can drink wine, drink grape juice, drink everything. At the time of Shkia, you make sure you do Birkat HaMazon beforehand, and then you don't eat. Then you got a period of time between Shkia Tachama, the sunset, until nightfall, where you don't eat at all, but it's still Shabbat. And at that time, you can't really do anything. Okay, maybe you can just read Tehillim, because you can't prepare for Tisha B'Av because it's still Shabbat, and you can't eat because it's already after Shkia. So there's not really much you can do then. Okay,
You can study Torah.
So I didn't see clearly if the halakha, you can already start learning Torah. Because you already started the fast, so it doesn't make sense to me that you can learn Torah, but it's still Shabbat. So maybe learn the things which has got to do with Tisha B'Av, or maybe you can rest a little bit. Maybe you can rest, maybe you can read some Tehillim, or maybe read some Halachot about Tisha B'Av, different things. That is it. Oh, and during Sudah Shlishit, also sing. You sing it in Sudah Shlishit. All the songs that you normally sing on Shabbat, you sing for Sudah Shlishit as well. Then you brush your teeth. Are you allowed to brush your teeth on Shabbat? How are you allowed to brush your teeth? So
only if it doesn't cut your, I think, your.
So only if you don't bleed. Okay, so I have a problem. I can't brush my teeth without bleeding. That's my problem. If you can do it without bleeding, you're allowed to brush your teeth. So what I do is I use mouthwash on Shabbat, or water, or even toothpaste. You can put toothpaste in your mouth and just wash it with water. Or if you have anything, you can clean your mouth to take out the food before the fast without bleeding. Okay, then Motsei Shabbat. What about Motsei Shabbat? What about Havdalah? You do Havdalah? Nice. You don't do Havdalah, only on Motsei Tisha Bav. Sunday night you do Havdalah.
You have that in shul, no?
Oh, so very good. Havdalah and Shul. So let me explain. There's different parts of the Havdalah. Okay, let's call it. There's 4 different parts of Havdalah. 4 brachot. What's the 4 parts of Havdalah?
Gefen.
Gefen.
Samim.
Samim. Nerot. And Hamavdil ben Kodesh Lechol. So these 4 parts. The first part, let's start reverse. Atachon antanu lavdil ben Kodesh Lechol. You say in Tefillah. Okay?
You say in Arvit.
You say in Arvit. In Tefillah, Hamavdil ben Kodesh Lechol. Besamim, we don't do Besamim at all. Not on Motsei Tisha Bav and not on Motsei Shabbat.
So sorry, Rabbi, in Amidah, we give you
Yes.
the specific part that you say on Motsei Shabbat.
Atachon antanu.
Yeah.
Okay. That's when you say Hamavdil. You don't do Besamim at all. Morei ha'esh, you do in synagogue. If you're a woman at home, you do Morei ha'esh at home. So either you do Morei ha'esh in synagogue, you do it at home. Besamim, we don't do it at all. And Borei Pega Gefen, you do Motsei Tisha Bav. Before you eat on Motsei Tisha Bav, you do Havdalah of Borei Pega Gefen. And you also make the Bracha of Hamavdil. If there is a woman that is eating on Tisha Bav, so the only woman that is allowed to eat on Tisha Bav is somebody who is ill or elderly and has a heter from a rabbi to eat. A woman that is expecting, a woman that is after birth, is exempt from all fasts apart from Kippur and Tisha Bav. So maybe Gilad, you want to mute? Exempt from all fasts apart from Kippur and Tisha Bav, any woman which is expecting or is after birth for 2 years. A woman on Tisha Bav needs to fast if she's healthy. If she has some kind of issue, then or if she is ill, if something is in pregnancy, if there's something which is unusual, then she's patur from fasting, and she needs to do Havdalah. My wife is just 2 weeks after birth, so that's an example of a woman who is patur from the fast of Tisha Bav. If she wants to eat, she has to do Havdalah before she eats. So even Motsei Shabbat, she'll do Havdalah. Even women who don't need to fast should, in the night at least, fast, and only in the morning eat food. And even those who are ill or elderly, patur from fasting, they only eat what they need to eat to stay healthy, not to eat meat and wine and anything which is indulging or sweet candies and desserts. No. Just to eat simple food, and they must do Havdalah. So a quick summary of the Havdalah. Havdalah we do with the wine, Motsei Tisha Bav, there's no Besamim, and Morei ha'esh we do on Motsei Shabbat. Okay, so let's just talk about Motsei Shabbat. What about the dishes from Shabbat? Are you allowed to wash the dishes on Motsei Shabbat, on Tisha Bav? So, no. Okay. So, thank you, Yaakov. It's not what Tisha Bav is about morning. It's not about washing dishes. But technically, there's no issur to wash the dishes. According to Rabbi Netanel, you're allowed to wash it. There's just the issue with getting your hands wet. How are you going to wash dishes with your hands? If you got a dishwasher, then you can put the dishwasher on. That's fine. But to wash with your hands, you got a problem because your hands are going to get wet. You can't wash your hands. So the old Letion says you use gloves. If you're using plastic and paper, that's just an easy solution. Then you can just focus on going to synagogue, sitting on the floor, doing your morning, taking on, doing that. Okay, that is the Havdalah. Okay. What are you allowed to sit on? Minhag is to sit on the floor. Not directly on the floor, but have something on the floor, either a sheet or a blanket or a pillow or a cushion. Sitting on a chair, or low chair I'm talking about, it's machloket, okay? So what I saw is Gdolei Israel or Mordechai or Masas, they used to sit on a thin mattress on the floor, right? It's not like a thin cushion on the floor. That's the best thing to do. Less than 10 centimeters, that is fine. If you have a small stool, okay, the Ashkenazim, they rely on the Aruch HaShulchan and they sit on something which is up to 24 centimeters. Small chairs, small footstool, they can sit on that.
But is this only during prayer or
during prayer? Yeah, during prayer. Yeah, if you drive, you can drive and you sit in the car seat. If you're at home, you should sit on the floor. Take it, if you got a cushion on the couch, then move it to the floor, sit on the cushion on the floor or on the mattress on the floor. Someone is elderly and it's difficult for him, or you've got knee problems or something like that, or back, then a small stool up to 24 centimeters. If you can't sit there and you can't do that, then just lie down. You're allowed to lie down, but not to be on a chair. There's taking part in the morning of the Beit HaMikdash. You add in the prayer, there's two things to add in the Amidah. Nachem in Bonei Yerushalayim and Anenu. Anenu Kshma Tefilatenu, we add that in the prayer. Now let me talk about sleeping. There's different minhagim about sleeping, and everyone has their different standards of sleeping. What I'm telling you now is not halacha, it's minhag. Everyone should do something to alterate and change the way they sleep on Tisha Bav. Now, what do I mean like this? The Tosfot says in the Gemara, on Tisha Bav, chayav adam lemait bechodo, which means you have to minimize your own personal comfort. Make yourself uncomfortable on Tisha B'Av. How uncomfortable you need to go, that everyone decides on their own. The example that he gives is, if someone is used to sleeping on 2 pillows, you sleep on 1 pillow. You still have a pillow, you still have a blanket, you still have a bed. You just make a little change. Some people have accustomed to sleep on the floor. That's what we do. We take a mattress, we put the mattress on the floor. Just like you wake up and you realize, I'm on the floor. Why I'm on the floor? Because it's Tisha Bav. Why is Tisha Bav? Because there's no bed to Mikdash. Hashem doesn't have his temple. I can't be on my bed. Right? You don't have to. You can sleep on your bed, but make some change. Some people have put a stone under the pillow. I don't know how much you feel a stone under the pillow, but it's symbolic. It's symbolic. You put a small stone under the pillow. Again, a woman who's feeding or old or ill person doesn't need to do this khumrah, sleep normally in his bed with his 2 pillows, whatever it is. In Mincha time, we get up from the floor, and after Chatzot time, we already sit on chairs. And then Motsei Shabbat, there's a minhag, we also do Birkat HaLevana. When you wake up in the morning, so straight away on Motsei Shabbat, there's already the 5 Inuim of Tisha Bav apply, which is similar to Kippur. Not washing, no bathing, you only wash your hands up to your knuckles. You wash your hands up to your knuckles. You're not allowed to anoint yourself. Sicha. Now what does that mean? Can you put hand cream on? So it depends. Hand cream, if you just like enjoy having creams or oils, then no. If you have a burn or cuts on your hand, you can put cream as medication. That is allowed. Also deodorant as a roll-on. So if you don't put aftershave to smell nice, no. But deodorant, just to take away bad smell, you are allowed. You can't wash yourself, but if you have dirt, if you're just changing an appy or if you just get dirty from mud, you can clean a spot clean. Just that part where it's dirty on your hand, that part clean. Don't need to wash your whole hand. Just that small part, that's what you're allowed to clean. When you wake up in the morning, you wash your hands, and with your fingers, you can clean your eyes. When you sleep, you have like dried up, I don't know what to call it in English.
Yeah, we know.
You call it sleep.
Sleep. I see sleep.
That's what you call it. Okay, so that, with your wet fingers, that's when you rub your eyes. We don't wash our face on Tisha Bav. Just with the wet fingers, we wash our face. So no mouth, not wash our mouths. In the other fasts of Tammuz and Esther and some Gedalia, we're allowed to wash our mouth and empty our mouth. On Tisha B'Av, we have to keep that dirt, that sleep in our mouth, and we have to just keep it. And once we talk and we start to feel out, it goes away. But slowly. You don't get that fresh feeling and fresh mouth. No, because we for one day of a year, participate in the tzar of the tzibur. Oh, someone is taking medication. If someone needs to take pills every day, either for antibiotics or for headaches or for other, you're allowed to take a pill and just swallow it without water. If it's if somebody can't swallow a pill without water, and it's difficult. Some people can do it. Depends what type of pill, how big it is, but some people can just swallow it. I'm talking about a pill that doesn't have any taste, not like vitamins. Vitamins you're not allowed to take, but something which you have to take because it's medication that you have to take every day, then you're allowed to swallow it without water. Somebody needs to have some moisture to swallow. So Rabbi Netanel says the idea not to swallow with water, but to swallow with something which is bitter. He gives an example of using a tea bag in water, and then the water gets that flavor of the tea, which is bitter. Right? Obviously, there's no sugar in it, and then you swallow that. So you don't enjoy the swallowing of the bitterness, and just a drop, just to swallow the medication. Okay. Oh, preparing for after Chatzot, preparing food for Motsei Shabbat, for Motsei Shabbat. So the halacha is we don't go to work. Any malacha that you do on Tisha Bav has no siman bracha. Now, what I mean by work, going out to work and making money, you make money, there's no bracha in it. Even if you're working from home, there's no bracha in what you do at home. Even if you just want to put up a bookshelf at home, there's no siman bracha. Yeah. Just any kind of work, malacha, we don't do malacha. That's all. But you are allowed to prepare food for Motzei Chag, and in the end of the day, you're allowed to clean the house. And in fact, there's a minhag of Morocco to wash the floor. Why? Because we're preparing the end of Tisha Bav is like a nechama. Maybe Mashiach will come today, and we'll clean the house to have that feeling of that we're getting ready, getting food ready for Motzei Chag. Tisha Bav, are you allowed to say hello to people? We don't say shalom. If someone says good morning to you, do you have to ignore them? You don't have to ignore them. You can just, soulfully, respectfully, you can nod. You can answer back with a koved rosh. You can answer back softly. It's not, oh, hi, I'm so happy to see you. It happened to me once on Tisha Bav. I had a good friend for a long time, and I saw him on Tisha Bav. It was very difficult, but I did nothing. He did nothing. We just walked away, and it was enough because we both understood, both knew the halacha. People know Tisha Bav, don't say hello. Good morning. You can maybe just say morning. You just feel uncomfortable saying that. Just say morning. Okay. Is there any questions?
None here.
No. There's one other thing about children. Children make people happy, especially young children and babies. People like babies. People like holding babies, playing with babies. Not on Tisha Bav. You don't pick up a baby or a child to just play with them on Tisha Bav. It's also part of the morning because it brings simcha. If his child is crying, then you pick him up to calm him down. You don't let a child cry on Tisha Bav. Tisha Bav is not for children to cry. It's for adults to cry. So if a child is crying, you pick him up, whatever he needs, you give him, are you all right, are you okay? You put him down. That's fine. It's just the joyfully playing with them is distracting off your mind. Okay, I thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the shiur, Bezrat Hashem should be our last Tisha Bav, and we will open our hearts to each other and our hearts to Hashem. And Bezrat Hashem will see the Geulah speedily close in our days. Wish you all Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Good night, Edwin. Good night, Yaakov. Good night, Joe. Good night,
Rabbi
Meir.
Netanel,
Good night, Gilad. Good night, all.